around the world you can hear them. Hey, 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 talking about news and kind of funny stuff. Hey, 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 Mag-Room, Mag-Room, the Mag-Room, the Mag-Room.
Stairs to the attic and just started smelling something again, and there was a dead mouse up there, and it's been hot, so there were some maggots
Nice.
in it, and I was like, where do like, and I saw fruit flies the other day. Where do maggots and fruit flies come from? Because there are not maggots in my house normally, and then this mouse dies, and then it's there for a day or two, and then maggots appear.
Aren't they don't flies start eating it and then they lay their eggs in there and then those eggs hatch?
Yeah, but so where do the flies come from?
Everywhere?
In my house, there's no flies.
Well, I mean, it's not like they have to go through the front door. They're flies. They get in your house through like little cracks and things.
Really? I didn't know
Yeah.
flies were that sneaky.
Are you with me right now?
What about fruit flies?
They're even smaller. They can, like, vultures have this thing where they can smell, like, when you die, your body will emit odors.
Sure.
One of which is a specific compound that vultures can smell from, like, 3 miles away. So I'm sure
So
flies
you think there were
have,
some vultures around
well,
my attic?
I'm just saying that I think flies probably have a similar thing where they can pick up on, dying, rotting flesh, whatever it is, and they come from miles around. I don't know.
But why wouldn't the vultures be flying around my roof top when the dead mouse is in there?
Maybe your house does have enough, is sealed well enough to contain the smell of a dying mouse, but not well enough to keep out flies.
But then how would the flies smell the
flies
stuff?
have even better smelling than the vultures. They can
Wow.
smell through insulation and pipes and PVC.
You feel like they would
and-
just come in all the time because they like food in general. Wouldn't they just sneak in all the time?
Sure. But they hide. Like when they see you come home from work, they hide. They know that you don't like them. So they're like up on top of the fridge or something, like back in the part where you can't see.
They're like hiding behind there?
Yeah. And then when
Interesting.
you go to bed, they go and they eat stuff and
Oh, really? They're just in my house like all night.
all the time. Yeah.
So if I run downstairs at night, will I
You
see
might
him?
catch one. You might catch
Just
one of the
one?
lazier ones. Well, if he's asleep, I don't know.
But once in a while, there are random flies in my house. They're not trying to hide. Are those like the dumb, stupid ones that they send out, or they got drunk at the bar and they're like, "Hey, watch me fly around the house." But yeah, I always wonder, like fruit flies. It's when the fruit gets a little bit bad, they just appear. But why wouldn't they like good fruit though? They like bad fruit. It's weird.
I don't know. Why do vultures eat dead stuff?
Well, I think vultures would eat live stuff, right? But they just don't get. They're just lazier. And fruit that's rotted isn't like easier to catch. It's like, oh, that fruit can't get away now.
I love how you're assigning them like personalities
For sure.
based on their biology. So you think all vultures are just too lazy to hunt? It's not that they're...
Yeah, they're just eating garbage and...
Yeah, but that's their role on the planet.
I see.
It's like bottom feeders, like starfish and crabs and stuff like that.
I think we should remember that with humans, right? Every human has a role on this planet.
You want to know something that I learned from a guy at a gas station this week?
What?
I was filling up my water bottle, my 5-gallon water bottle, and the guy let me cut in front of him. And because he had like 6 of them to fill up and he had just started, and he said, "You can cut in front of me. I'll
Like
let you
at
go."
like the drink machine in the gas station?
Well, the gas station most of the gas stations around here outside the station will have a thing where you can fill, because we don't have good water. so you can fill it with spring or purified water in a 5-gallon thing, and you just have like a Brita machine in my house. And
you don't drink the water from your tap?
I don't. No,
it's not good.
Not really. You can filter it, but I just like purified
so
water. So
gas station water is better? Like they have a tank right next to the gas tank? And
well, I just fill it up in the bathroom sink. Yes, it's like a vending machine for water.
It'd be great if all the gas stations were like, we're just going to build this over the best springs in Florida.
How come you have to derail me before I get to the interesting part of my story? What was it? Oh.
You and this guy, the guy that you cut in front of him.
So he let me go in front of him in line to fill my 1 water bottle instead of him filling all 6 before me. But my pittance for doing so was that I had to have a conversation with him. And he was telling me that, I think it was triggerfish, parrotfish, some kind of fish, he told me, produces most of the sand in the world.
Produces sand?
Because what they do is I guess he said they eat coral and then they poop out sand.
That can't be true.
Well, it could be I could see it being true that they do that, but that
like a sand
most of
factory
the sand
has all these fish doing that work. Like when we order sand for our beach at Hotchkiss, it's like, yeah, you're going to have to wait like 6 months. We got the fish working overtime down here, pooping out sand, but...
Yeah, they're cheap labor, but you just got to keep feeding them coral. I just found it hard to believe that I figured most of the sand would just be from
wearing away.
Years of rocks wearing away and
stuff
I think
like
that's
that. True.
Not most of it is fish shit. I don't know.
Connecticut shore has no sand, and it's because there's no waves because of the Long Island Sound, not because there's no sand fish on the outskirts.
I feel like I left the last episode, maybe it was 2 ago, where I said we should come up with our own Mount Rushmore. So I picked out my... we started to talk about it, then we never finished it. And I just wanted to go and tell you that I picked... it doesn't have to be what we do. It's just an idea. But, all right, so my...
So this is for your United States. You buy your mountain in Idaho, and you're going to carve...
Me and you both are, remember?
Oh, yes, sorry.
We're going to move there together and do the podcast from the top of a mountain.
We're going to... And we're going to carve it?
Sure.
Okay.
No, we'll probably have to commission it. I do
think Steve's available?
I like DIY stuff, but I don't know if I could carve a mountain.
No, there's a YouTube video about carving faces into mountains.
You're going to want to start small. So I chose the 4 presidents who all died but weren't assassinated or anything like that. All the presidents that died basically of natural causes.
So I have to name these?
Can you name the 4 presidents that died?
While they were in office?
Yes. Sitting presidents.
Oof. 4. And they didn't get shot?
Nope.
One's Harrison, William Henry Harrison.
Yeah.
He gave the longest... what's the speech you give at the beginning? Induction speech? That's not what it's called.
Yeah, William Henry Harrison.
He gave
inauguration?
a speech. Yeah, he gave the longest inauguration speech, caught pneumonia, and then died like 100 days into
like a month later, yeah.
And then his son, or grandson, Benjamin Harrison, elected president, gave the shortest inauguration speech, probably in response to his dad dying.
Wow. I didn't know that. You out-trivia'd me.
I don't know if I can name any other. Let me think. Died of natural causes while in office. FDR.
Yes.
No one recently. Yeah, because like JFK was shot.
Yep.
Abe Lincoln was shot.
Yep.
James Garfield was shot.
Yep.
William McKinley was shot.
Shot in Buffalo, New York, right?
I think so. So it's got to be some of those guys that I don't even really know who they are. Well, who did Zachary Taylor come after? It's whoever he followed up.
Polk.
Or was that what?
James K.
Polk? Was Polk one? Or
No,
did
but
he get
Zachary
shot
Taylor
too?
was.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Zachary Taylor. I'm going to tell you his story because it's kind of funny. And then you got one other one. You want to try to get the last one?
It must be from the beginning, right?
No.
No?
He was probably like...
He was in the bad late 1800s era?
No, I think he was in 1900s, right?
Really?
Yeah, I want to say he was like 30s or 40s, maybe.
Really? Coolidge, Hoover. Those were like the 30s and 40s. And FDR. I don't know.
Warren G. Harding.
Warren G. Harding.
What years was what years were he?
I want to say he was like 1890s.
Oh, okay. Turn of the century.
Who followed him up?
Oof, I don't know. I'm not good at presidential trivia.
29th U.S. president. 1921. You were right.
Yay, Mark.
And then Calvin Coolidge followed him up.
But you want to hear how Zachary Taylor died? Just real quick. On July 4th, I didn't even realize that when I first read it. On July 4th, 1850, Taylor reportedly consumed copious amounts of cherries and iced milk while attending holiday celebrations during a fundraising event at the
what we
Washington
used to do.
Monument,
It was a lot of fun.
which was then under construction. Over the course of several days, he became severely ill with an unknown digestive ailment initially resembling gastroenteritis. Seemed mild, but on the first day, Taylor felt well enough to continue working. His condition worsened. Basically died of diarrhea. I was just thinking that it was funny that eating cherries and milk caused one of our presidents to die. And one of the things I read said it was too many apples. Said he ate apples, cherries, milk, and ice water.
How?
None of which seem like they should kill you. I guess if you drink tons of milk, I can see it killing you.
What did Warren G. Harding die from?
I don't think I printed him out. I printed out William Henry Harrison and Zachary Taylor. Zachary Taylor looks like the type of guy that would eat a whole bunch of cherries at a party.
Said he died as one of the most popular presidents,
Yeah.
but then there was a bunch of scandals after.
Yeah, Harding?
Yeah.
Yeah. He had a daughter out of wedlock, right?
Yep. And now he's considered one of the least effective presidents. So you're saying a Mount Rushmore of Harding, Taylor,
William Henry Harrison.
FDR. It'd be a tough gig for FDR because he actually sort of had a good presidency. I don't know any of the other things. Nobody.
Well, how about Bob Newhart? Bob Newhart died last week. We'll put Bob Newhart instead.
How long was Zachary Taylor president for? It wasn't very long, right? Yeah, 1 year. I love how Jack Taylor's nickname was also Old Rough and Ready.
He's a pretty cool looking guy.
Yeah, I guess he pushed himself a little too hard. You're old, rough, and ready, but you died.
Eating cherries and milk.
Yeah.
I wonder if he was just housing big bowls of cherries.
So imagine, it was probably Fillmore was like, you can't f***ing drink that much milk and cherries. It's like, f*** you, Fillmore.
My boy Zachary Taylor could eat 100 cherries. Don't do it, Zach. You're going to get gastroenteritis again.
I can't do it. If Fillmore challenged me to it, I have to do it. All right. Anything else you got?
The only I had that was kind of a follow-up to our Mount Rushmore thing, and then I just wanted to quickly go over this. In Cheyenne, Wyoming, a gunman killed by, this is from the Associated Press, gunman killed by the Yellowstone National Park Rangers as he fired a semi-automatic rifle at the entrance of a dining facility with about 200 people inside, had told a woman as he held her at gunpoint earlier that he planned to carry out a mass shooting, park officials said Tuesday. Park rangers shot back and killed the man during the attack Thursday morning. Yellowstone officials identified the lone shooter Tuesday as Samson Lucas Bariah Fussner, 28, of course, Milton, Florida. So that was the guy that shot the people at your hotel.
Was there a follow-up story about me trying to get a room that was really complicated after that, or?
The shooting led authorities to close off Canyon Lodge, a complex of
supposed to
hotel
stay.
rooms, cabins, and dining facilities, some of which remained closed Tuesday. Fussner worked for Xanterra Parks and Resorts, the main concessionaire for such facilities in Yellowstone, park officials said in a statement Tuesday. So the guy was pissed off, I guess, about the kind of concessions he sold.
Yeah, that's the place that still hasn't keep giving me my money back for the hotel we didn't get to stay in. Yeah. They still owe me $500.
Oh, it does say in here, one guest is still owed $500, but his name is being withheld from this article.
Quote, he might go shoot up the dining room if they don't give him his $500.
They say the man who is owed $500 lives thousands of miles away, and they dare him to come back and try and get it.
The lady just, I remember when I called her, the lady was just like, because I called to follow up, she's like, yeah, they just been really busy with the refunds.
Yeah, it's
I'm
been
like,
tough.
I don't really care.
Yeah.
And don't they just hit a button? You know when you go to the store and you get a refund and they just hit
but
a
I gotta
button?
swipe it once. Then you gotta hit refund and do the amount.
But then she's just like, they've been working nonstop.
Non-stop, man. It's been... I hit swipe it. Refund. $300. Enter. Print. Rip it off. Swipe it. Refund. $340. Enter. Hit it again. Tear the thing up. I mean, how many of those could you do in a day? I probably got about 4 done yesterday.
You could probably do 1,000 of those in a day.
Yeah, I'd like to see you. What do you do for a living, Mr. Sisk?
I'm a teacher.
What do you teach?
Math.
So maybe you would get the part down, like the numbers. A lot of times I see the numbers and they just, like I'll see 300.
Well, she said it was the accounting department was dealing with it, so.
Oh man, yeah, our accounting department's not that good. They're a bunch of accounting school dropouts is what they are, to be honest with you.
I just can't, I don't understand.
I refunded this guy back. I didn't realize that there was a period, so I did $30,000. It was supposed to be $300, but I refunded him $30,000.
Wow, that would be
And the
great.
accounting department was all up my ass about it, you know. Why'd you do that? Do you know this guy? You get the police involved. It's like it was a mistake. Big deal. 30,000. What's the difference between those two numbers? You know, it's not that much.
Yeah, I don't know. It just makes me mad. And I talked to him about giving me, like, interest. She wanted nothing to do. I was like, you've had my money now for 6 months.
Why have they had your money for 6 months? Because you paid for
Because
the
you had
hotel
to get the
6 months
hotel
out.
room in December.
And you're trying to get them to pay you 6 months worth of interest?
I just want them to pay me the money back that they owe me.
Well, they will.
We'll get it to you, sir. Don't worry. This isn't a Ponzi scheme.
I want to watch Zachary Taylor eat cherries now.
And jam milks. Pound
just
milks and eat.
Picturing our president, like his face is all of his red splotches all over his face, milk running down his beard.
How many milks could you drink?
I don't know. What was he known as? Old Sycamore?
Old raw dog?
Old
That's actually what my next story's about.
raw dog in it?
Yeah.
Wow. These episodes are getting very racy.
Do you know what raw dogging is, Mark?
Is it very, very sexual?
I just want to know what you think it is. Here's a quote from Michelle.
My
I've
cousin?
never seen so many people raw dogging a flight in my life, wrote Michelle, a stud New York-based beauty influencer.
A flight?
Literally, yeah, raw dogging a flight.
So it's not without a condom.
Jess raw dogged a 7-hour flight, a new personal best. Rudini, a UK DJ, bragged to his over 13.2 million TikTok viewers?
He flew without something. Luggage. He flew
Australian
without luggage.
musician Torrin Foot celebrated his 15-hour raw dogging vid.
Not eating on the flight? No.
Westy, a London-based content creator, also completed the mile-high feat.
Without a condom on a plane? Were any of my guesses even remotely close?
Sorta. It's about something you don't do, yeah. So basically, it's this thing that went viral where you do no headphones, no movie, no water, nothing. You just stare straight ahead the whole flight. No music, no streaming, no snacking, no sleep. You're not allowed to do anything the whole flight.
That's ridiculous. I sleep. I promote the opposite. I promote sleeping as soon as you get on the flight.
But why would they call it raw dogging? Like, raw dogging was something that's, like, fun but may have, like, consequences. This is nothing close to that.
I guess raw dog means the absence of any sort of net, so to speak. If you come inside, you're going to get the girl pregnant type of thing. Whereas this has, you have no net with the entertainment or the ability to distract you from the boringness of the flight.
Yeah, I guess. It'd be great if that's when you, like, how about you right before the flight, you drink a bunch of milk and eat a bunch of cherries, and then you raw dog the flight. Stories. Marketing is a cool thing. Do you ever do any marketing for your store, Mark?
What was your opening line? Marketing is a cool thing?
I didn't have a good
segue.
entry.
Yeah.
The raw dogging one was super smooth.
Yeah. What'd you say generic about marketing?
It's a cool thing.
And then what? Do I market my store? No.
Yeah. Have you ever done it?
No.
Like, if you've never done like an ad?
Well, we had some cable TV commercials and stuff back in the day.
Incredible. Come on down to my sons and I, our store.
Do you have
Very
UPS
Pleasant.
drivers? No.
Now in two locations.
Yeah. In Jupiter and West Jupiter.
Serving all your shipping needs.
Come on in. We're all family here. And then I raise my hands.
We will treat you like family.
What's that, sir? You need to get this to Italy tomorrow? I'll see what I can do.
Good thing you came to Mail Rooms Plus.
Except it's only mailroom, and you refuse to say it the right way, and that's one of the many reasons I hate you.
Where Plus stands for the extra great service we give you every day.
The plus is actually a minus.
So this one, this story was about the Nintendo Wii.
Okay.
A UK tabloid called the Sunday People published a story that said the gadget-loving Queen has become hooked on Prince William's new Nintendo Wii games console. This was in 2008.
Okay, I was gonna say, I thought she was dead.
The Queen begged to join in after seeing the then 25-year-old William play his Christmas gift from then girlfriend Kay Middleton at Sandringham House. It's great how she begged, like, they're like, nah, we're not going to let you play.
Fuck you, Grandma. Go get your own Wii.
So, THQ, this game company, made a new game, which was a Wii Sports knockoff that had games like Bocce, Horseshoes, and Ladder Golf for the Wii.
What's Ladder Golf?
That's the one with the... Isn't that the thing with the... It's like a ladder, and you throw the string with the two balls at the end and see if it hooks on there. Isn't that ladder golf?
Ooh, I don't know. I've never heard of it.
Really?
I've never heard of either of those things.
You would like that game. Either what things, a ladder or golf?
I've never heard of either of those words before. When you put them together, they blew my mind completely.
So they sent the Queen a gold-plated Wii
Wow.
along with the game.
So now that she's dead, who's got that?
It's now a $36,000 one-of-a-kind collectible.
Who has it? Somebody, a collector? Or is it with the
I don't know.
Queen's estate?
The PR stunt was purchased by Donnie Fillerup. That can't be his real name. A Dutch collector
Fill her up.
of game consoles. It's his last name is really Fillerup. That can't be true.
That's a cool last name.
So he collected it, and that's where it remained until 2021, when Fillerup said he was ready to move on with life and sell the crown jewel of his collection. He tried to sell it for $300,000 on eBay,
Wow.
and that did not include shipping.
So 300,000 plus, probably about $26 if you came into my shop, I'd say.
He did not sell it for that.
Did he sell it at all?
Yeah, and then he put it on another auction and sold it for $36,000. I kind of want to look up Donnie Fillerup's story, though.
Yeah.
Oh, he has a YouTube channel
Is it called Fill Her Up?
where he taught.
It's him
Yes,
telling
yeah.
stories. It's him telling stories while he puts gas in his car.
Yeah. He does like an intro to the story, and he's like, "Then let's all fill her up." And then
Today
they
I'm
play
going to teach you guys about magnets, but first, let's fill her up.
And then he fills up his gas tank for like the first 10 minutes.
Just, yeah. He goes on one of those ones that we all hate that has a real slow filling mechanism.
Oh no!
And he just stares at the camera awkwardly. Then when he
I
comes
just
back,
thought that
he
was.
says,
I thought that was a great marketing.
I'm going to tell you
technique.
guys a tale about when I bought the Queen's PlayStation. But first, let me fill her up.
Now I have to fill up my washing fluid.
Uh-oh. Looks like someone's got to get his oil changed. Donnie.
Now I gotta fill up 6 water jugs at this gas station behind this nice masked fella.
Who's this jerk in my water line?
And then you generate them as an image.
Should we wrap it up?
Yes.
Produced by Danny Fillerup. Fact checked by Bill. Theme song by Meg Yellox. Social media by Cousin Paul. On the Instagram, we haven't had it for a few weeks because we didn't video. We haven't videoed for a few weeks, so we'll see if he gets back on the horse. Send us an email. It was great last week. Some people sent us some emails the week before. magroom@hotmail.com. Mark's just been getting too many letters to mention on the air, and his fax machine is jammed up. Any good hashtags this week? Don't eat too many cherries and milk.
It's got to be a cherries thing, I think. Yeah. Something about... Look, I know they're delicious people. And my favorite cherry, my favorite fruit, I'll say, and I feel like I've said this on this podcast before,
You have.
Rainier cherries.
Oh, I thought you said, what's the one that starts with M?
Maraschino?
Yeah, I thought that's what you said.
No. Those are the ones that are in the jar.
Rainier cherry.
If you
That's
can get
we
your hands
talked
on
about
some
it
Rainier cherries, I would eat them until I was dead.
Remember, William Shatner was buying cherries when he lost his wallet in California. I think that's what we talked about, Rainier cherries.
A hell of a callback.
Thank you.
If I were the president, if I were the president of the United States, I'd say my constituents should be worried around Rainier cherry season. Would probably be my biggest time of year.
Mark Einlaw's presidency so far has been a ball of fire, but people are worried about cherry season coming up because he's been challenged by Vice President Jared Sisk Do a cherry eating contest.
What a great way to go.
You're gonna wash it down with milk. It would be great though if that's actually what happened. Like everybody's like, God,
I read it in more than one place.
This guy survived assassination attempts and all kinds of stuff, and then he dies from eating a bunch of cherries
that got him. Yeah, iced milk.
I've never had iced milk. Is milk good with ice?
I don't know. You have to ask Zachary Taylor.
Maybe I'll try that tomorrow.
Oh, there's a painting? An 1850 print depicting the death of Zachary Taylor.
With just a bunch of cherry cans around him?
Not really.
Oh, it's when he actually died.
Yeah. That'd be funny, just him shoveling cherries into his mouth. I wish I hadn't.
Like,
his last words were, I wish I hadn't eaten all those cherries.
He's gonna.
Can I have one more cherry before I die?
Please just give me some iced milk before I die.
One more cherry and a little more iced milk.
If I'm gonna die anyway, just please let me have some cherries in my mouth.
Those cherries are gonna be the death of me.
I am the president. You have to do whatever I say.
We should have chosen the president with a little more impulse control, everybody. Who thought that he would die the same way a dog would die? When my dog Chef used to eat, like if there were other dogs around, he would just eat all the food he could as fast as he could.
They had done such a good job the first year keeping him away from different cherries and cherry festivals, and then
Get
just
away from that cherry tree!
By accident one day, his stagecoach just rolled through a cherry festival in town, and then that was the end. They couldn't control him.
That's embarrassing.
That's so bad. That can't really be how he died, right? That's gotta be
Cherries
made
and
up.
ice milk. It's on Wikipedia. I mean, is there anything more reliable than a Wikipedia article?
I mean, I would hope if I died that way, you would make up something else.
Yeah. What fruit do you like better than cherries?
Oh, no fruit.
Oh, you want me to make it like you fought valiantly against something?
Yeah, like Zachary Taylor saved some kid from drowning, and then he drowned.
And he drank a bunch of chocolate milk.
And the doctor was like, but why does he have a bunch of, like, why is his mouth all red? Like,
He kept eating potato chips.
Is there like a bunch of cherries or something? No, you just saved that. Well, if you can't control yourself with cherries and you're on your deathbed, you can always
stick with the mag room.
And everything else?
Everything else is strawberry flavored cream cheese.
Would that be the anecdote to cherries?
Well, I've seen strawberry flavored cream cheese, but I don't think I've ever seen cherry flavored cream cheese.
Yeah, it's all because of Zachary Taylor.
Zachary Taylor ruined cherry cream cheese for us.
Yep.
He does look like he's a little backed up.
All right. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
And especially sorry to the relatives of Zachary Taylor.
Yeah. I love cherries too. I know what it's like. Believe me.
Peace out.
Ooh, ooh, I like my groom. I like my groom. Ooh, ooh, my groom is good. My groom is good. Ooh, ooh, I like my groom. I like my groom. Ooh, ooh, my groom is good. My groom is good. My groom's good. Ooh, ooh, I like my groom. I like my groom. Ooh, ooh, my groom is good. My groom is good.
94, Bob Newhart. Yeah, it was good for him to die. I mean, sorry to see him go.